Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Sonny Edwards defeats Moruti Mthalane to become the new IBF flyweight champion of the world. I have to say, I've got to eat my crow when talking about this fight. I picked Moruti Mthalane to win this fight by a late stoppage. Mthalane, of course, has been a long reigning champion at flyweight. He was 9-1 in world title fights going into this fight. I felt he'd be too experienced, too tough, too rugged for Sonny Edwards, but that wasn't the case. Sonny Edwards provided a career best performance in outboxing Moruti Mthalane to a 12-round unanimous decision. In the first 5 rounds of this fight, first 5-6 rounds, Sonny Edwards really was playing with Moruti Mthalane. Mthalane, of course, as we knew, would be the aggressor, and he was applying pressure from very early on in this fight, but he just could not get close enough to Sonny Edwards to really let his hands go, and when he did, he was out of range and off balance and missed badly. Sonny Edwards was doing a good job, jabbing on the back foot, and he wasn't just moving back in straight lines, he was using a lot of lateral movement around Moruti Mthalane while still punching, picking him with jabs, etc, etc, straight lefts, straight rights. He was switching between southpaw and orthodox, and he just really befuddled Moruti Mthalane in the first half of this fight, just completely outboxing him, outpointing him, and reducing his offense to really very little. The clean punches Mthalane landed in the first half of this fight could be counted on one hand. He just constantly kept Mthalane off balance. He was circling well, and he was just point scoring each and every round, and the movement from Sonny Edwards was just far too good. I also liked the body work of Sonny Edwards in this fight. Whether it be the southpaw stance, he was landing a good right hook to the body, or in the orthodox stance, he was landing a good left hook to the body. And, in this fight, what I was impressed with was Sonny Edwards' discipline. In the past, I've seen Sonny Edwards be a real good boxer, a real good mover, but in certain fights, like the Marcel Braithwaite fight, for example, he was holding his feet a little too much, and as a result, he got dropped. And it happened against a Mexican opponent previous to that as well. That's why I was worried about Sonny Edwards in this fight. I felt he would hold his feet a little too much and get caught with something big, but he never did that. He'd hold his feet for a split second, land a 2 or 3 punch combination, and get out. So for the first 6 rounds of this fight, he was exceptional. Second half of this fight, Mthalane started to get a bit closer. He started to come into the fight a little bit, but nevertheless, even the second half of this fight, Sonny Edwards won more rounds than Moruti Mthalane. Mthalane got closer, like I say. He was starting to land some body shots, some scruffy work to the head as well, but nothing too clean. Basically, Sonny Edwards in this fight was rinsing and repeating, just constant movement, constant lateral movement, switching of stances, consistently keeping Mthalane off balance, and he was making Mthalane miss quite badly on several occasions. There were very few headshots that got through in this fight for Mthalane. Again, a few more in the second half of this fight, but still for me, the more effective boxing was still from Sonny Edwards. In the last 2 or 3 rounds, you could see that Edwards was visibly tiring, but nothing too serious to where you thought to yourself, he could be in trouble of losing this fight. He was definitely slowing down a little bit, because he was using a lot of movement, a lot of angles, a lot of head movement, but he was still keeping his composure well, he was still moving well, and he was still being a nuisance for Moruti Mthalane. And Mthalane definitely won a couple of the late rounds, due to the lack of output from Sonny Edwards, and the fact that he was tiring, but Sonny Edwards knew that he had it in the bag. Quite frankly, he knew he was clearly ahead, and he saw this fight out in a professional manner, didn't really put himself in harm's way, evaded the punches, saw the bell, and he won a unanimous decision. One of the judges' scorecards was 115-113. I felt that was way too close. I had this fight 9 rounds to 3 for Sonny Edwards. I felt he clearly won this fight by a distance. And like I said, I've got to eat crow on this fight, because I predicted Moruti Mthalane. and Sonny Edwards proved me wrong. I'm not a big fan of Sonny Edwards as a person, but and even his style to a lesser degree, but ultimately that was a good display. I enjoyed it, and credit where credit's due. Ultimately, he proved me wrong, and I want to see where he goes from here. So, very good performance, and still a young fighter. I think he's like 24 years old, something like that. Yeah, no, he's 25 years old, so he's still got a lot of time to improve. Good athleticism, good defense, good fun. He's a good boxer, so we'll see where he goes. But that's a great win. Moruti Mthalane, like I said earlier, he was 9-1 in world title fights going into this fight. Knocked out John Riel Casimero, knocked out Zolane Tete, knocked out Akira Agashi. He's beat genuine world level guys going into this fight. I know he's 38 years old, maybe past his best at this point, but on paper, Moruti Mthalane is a great win, a real good win. So credit to Sonny Edwards, great performance. Now in the flyweight division, I know I've picked against Sonny Edwards before, but I wouldn't pick him to beat Julio Cesar Martinez. That's a completely different level of pressure in comparison to Mthalane. Martinez has much quicker feet. He's a much better combination puncher, better hand speed, more explosive, throws more punches in general. I would still make someone like Julio Cesar Martinez a favourite over Sonny Edwards, but I certainly think Sonny Edwards could beat someone like Artem Dalakian, who actually holds the WBA flyweight title, or the WBO, one of the two. So, yeah, a great performance by Sonny Edwards. He is the new IBF flyweight champion. Share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Del Boy. Peace.